My mom forgot a plate for my daughter at Christmas, said there wasn't enough because she upset the golden grandchild. Meanwhile he got seconds. I didn't say a word, took our gifts and we left at 9:47 p.m. Dad wrote rinse due tomorrow. I didn't make a scene. My name is Alex. I'm 35 and it's support lead older brother by 4 years, husband to Sarah, and dad to a 7-year-old named Lily, who I adopted when she was 3. I'm the one who labels the holiday bins, keeps a battery drawer, and shows up early with folding chairs. Just in case I don't drink much. I don't shout. I fix Wi-Fi and wobbly tables. My family likes me because I'm useful. Christmas at my parents' house is a ritual. Plastic nativity that's older than me. Paper snowman with one eye. Mom's playlist is the same burned CD from 2008. My brother Nate pulls in late with his son, Max 9 and wild. Golden grandchild. Mom calls him, my little man. Like the rest of us are renters. We walk in carrying casserole and cookies. Sarah's hand is on Lily's shoulder. Lily brings a wrap drawing for Nana stick figures holding hands under a crooked tree. She looks up at me like this, okay? I smile. Perfect coats on the chair. Mom says bustling shoes off. Floors just got done. Dad nods at me. Help me with the roast. Champ. Lily peeks into the dining room. Table is set, red runner, 8 plates, shiny forks. She points. Where do I sit next to me? I say, Mom, collapse. Everyone to the table. She sets a plate in front of Max before he sits. He's already chewing. There's a second helping waiting on a side dish. He grins like he owns a bank. Lily slides into her chair. She looks at the placemat. There's no plate. No fork. Just a bare square with a smear where a candy cane melted last year. I keep my voice light. Hey Mom, we need a place setting for Lily. Mom doesn't look up. There wasn't enough. She upset. Max. Remember? Sarah presses her knee against mine. What? Nate shrugs. She bumped his tower. It was cups, Lily whispers. I said, sorry. Mom waves a hand. We don't reward bad behavior. Max reaches for seconds. Mom serves him with a laugh. Growing. Bot. Lily folds her hands in her lap. Her mouth is a small line. I hear my own voice come out flat. We're going to head out. Mom. Smile turned sharp. Alex, don't be dramatic. Nate smirks. Dude, it's Christmas. I stand. Sarah stands. Lily stands. We take the gifts we brought. Still wrapped. No one tries to stop us. Dad watches quiet as I turn off TV on the porch. The air is knife cold. I open the car. Lily climbs in and buckles without a sound. Sarah's eyes are wet, but calm. I didn't say a word. Tell myself, hands on the wheel. We're not making a scene. Pull away. The house shrinks in the mirror. The burned CD keeps playing behind the door we closed. I don't check my phone. Not yet. We adopted Lily after a year of classes, inspections, and forms thick as bricks. The day the judge banged the gavel, Lily clutched a stuffed fox and whispered, "Am I yours now?" I said forever, admit it so hard, it hurt. My parents told me they were proud. They took a photo with the judge. Mom framed it and put it on a side table between 2 pictures of Max. At family dinners, she pointed to the adoption photo like a souvenir from a trip we took once. Nate was neutral about it until he realized adoption didn't involve baby showers with gift registries. He calls Lily your girl, like there's a distance he can't be bothered to cross. Max calls her not really cousin, which he probably didn't invent. Money sits on the table in our family, the way salt does, always. They're used without thinking. When I got my first help desk job, Mom started testing quick favors. The internet bill was confusing. The car insurance was time sensitive. Nate needed a bridge loan between bartending shifts. Dad's back went out. Suddenly I was covering for a month, stretched to 3. Sarah is a nurse. She works nights sometimes. We don't swim in money, but we plan. We say no to vacations, to dental. We budget. We refill the savings with a scoop, the size of a spoon. Every December, the choreography repeats. Mama signs, dishes and slips in. A big ticket item to us, because we are reliable turkey once and twice. You get points on your card. She says like points are a currency. We can feed our kid. When I ask to split costs, Mom gets soft. Don't make this about money, sweetheart. Make it's loud. Dude, he's been between gigs for 3 years. Max never seems to run out of new shoes before Christmas this year. Mom called with her cheerful voice. Can you grab the roast? And the good napkins, the ones with the gold edge and wine, 2 reds, 1 white, and plates. Ours are chipped, where to find a deal? I said, we can bring sides and dessert. That's our cap. She went quiet for a beat. It's Christmas, Alex. Don't nickel and dime the season. Sarah squeezed my hand. I said, we've got our own bills. Nate chimed in on the family chat. Don't start. Then a photo of Max at a trampoline park, caption worth it. 2 days later, Dad sent a screenshot of utilities went crazy this month with a number that looked round and fake. I asked for the bill. He wrote complicated. That's his shorthand for don't ask questions. We kept our heads down. Lily made cards for everyone with stick stars. And the word Nana spelled Nona. She practiced a little Merry Christmas speech because she likes speeches. Now, school does that to kids? That morning setting out Lily's tights. I thought he can survive one dinner, smile, not leave it a normal time. Don't be the problem. The house, the first hit came quick. There wasn't enough. Lily's empty spot, Max's seconds. The whole room bending around one child like gravity. I felt the old thing crawl up my spine. The part of me that runs interference that says, fine, I'll fix it, just stop yelling. But I looked at Lily's hands, folded like a prayer. And something even older woke up. We left back home. I heated chicken nuggets. Sarah added carrot sticks. We ate on the couch under a blanket that smells like laundry soap. Lily watched a movie and did the running commentary, kids do look a dog. She didn't mention the table. She didn't ask why. After she brushed her teeth and curled up with the fox, I checked my phone. 9 missed calls from Mom, from Dad, 2 from Nate. A new family chat banner. We need to talk about Alex. Text from Mom. Please don't embarrass us with a scene. I hadn't said a word. At 9:47 p.m. Dad finally tested me directly, rinse due tomorrow. That was new. Not a reminder. Not we're tight. Not can you help? Just a sentence that assumed my wallet belonged to him? I stared at the screen. Sarah saw my face. What now? I held up the phone, she closed her eyes and exhaled. We didn't answer. We put Lily to bed, turned off the tree lights and sat at the small kitchen table that we paid for with a coupon and a weekend of sanding. Tomorrow, Sarah said. We handle it tomorrow. She didn't mean the rent. She meant the pattern. I lay awake longer than I should have. I replayed Lily's hands on a bare placemat. And the way my mother looked at me when I asked for a plate, like I'd asked her to split the ocean around midnight. My phone buzzed again. Nate. In the group. Bro, you made Max cry. Pay the rent and stop being weird. My thumb hovered. Phone face down. I slept. Not well, but I slept morning. Quiet apartment, pale winter light. Coffee that tastes like waking up. Lily padded out in fuzzy socks. Is today still Christmas? She asked the day after I said, which means pancakes. She grinned, chocolate chip. Obviously, Sarah kissed the top of my head and left for a short shift. Text me, she said. Anything, everything after pancakes. I opened my banking app because that's what you do when you're about to be told what to do with your money. Grocery transaction from yesterday. The side and dessert we brought. Gifts we bought for their house from the kids, draw names. Tradition that somehow never drew Max's name to us. 40 minutes gone to math and a chest tightness. I know too. Family chat was already hot. Mom. We are all disappointed in how you handled last night. Aunt Lisa, let's remember, it's the Lord's Day. Nate. You owe Dad rent, Dad. New system this month? I'll send link. I typed and erased 3 starts. Then I did something simple. I scrolled up and saved a photo from last night. The dining table with 8 plates in a blank square. I saved the video of Max getting served seconds, while Lily sat with her hands in her lap. I saved the voice note where Mom said, there wasn't enough. Then I wrote, last night you didn't set a place for my daughter. You said there wasn't enough, because she upset Max. He got seconds. We left. I sent the photo. I sent the 10-second video. Typing dots exploded. Mom, you are taking things out of context. Nate? Dude. Be a man, and stop whining. Dad. Talk later. Rent first. Link coming. Mom. Lily should learn consequences. I answered for being 7. Nate sent a clown emoji, then grow up, took a breath and went to my notes app. If I had to be the boring person with receipts, fine. I've been in before. I listed 12 months of quick favors, $120 for Dad's Kio Pay, too. $100 for mom's emergency dentist, $70 here for party shortfall, $150 for now never returned. I totaled it. Took screenshots. Sarah tested me privately. I'm with you. Say the thing. I dropped the screenshots into the family chat. This is last year. I didn't complain. But last night crossed the line. I won't pay your rent. I want to attend things where Lily is treated like less. Do not ask me for money without a bill. Actually, don't ask me for money. Silence. Then all at once. Mom, how dare you tally our kindness? Dad, pay rent first, argue later. Nate, my kid is not the problem. I answered him. Kid is not the problem. The way you treat my kid is, he replied. If she didn't knock his build, it was cups, I said. And she apologized. Mom switched tactics. Your father's blood pressure is up. He stressed. This isn't good for his heart. There it was. The health or not. The one that means, if something happens to him, it's on you. My stomach did the old twist. Then I looked at Lily, who was drawing a fox, wearing a scarf, humming to herself, typed 3 letters. No. Mom. No what? No to paying your rent. No. To pretending last night was normal. No. To being your emergency fund. Dad. Alex. I didn't wait. I left the family phone plan. I paid off my device, started a new plan with Sarah, and sent a polite text. I've moved our numbers. Please remove my line from your account. Practical, clean. No more. Why is Max streaming premium games on my data? I opened email and wrote subject line boundaries to short for bullets. I will not pay your rent. I will not be part of events where Lily is excluded. I will only discuss money with actual bills attached. Do not contact Sarah about this. I CC'd Sarah, IBC'd myself. The doorbell rang at 10:40. Dad alone. Wearing the good coat he saves for weddings and meetings with bank managers. He looked tired, hopeful, a little ashamed. I opened the door with the chain on. Hi. He tried to smile. Be men about this. Meaning. Come on. He said softly. Help your old man out 1 month. Then, we're square. Dad. I said I adopted a kid, a budget of mortgages worth of groceries so other people can eat. Last night my mother told my daughter, there wasn't a plate for her. You want me to be a man? Here it is. I'm her father. First. He rubbed his face. Your mother gets carried away. She didn't mean it. She meant it enough to say it. He looked past me into our little living room, crochet blanket from Sarah's aunt, Lily's drawing of a whale, our cheap tree with homemade ornaments. He swallowed. We can fix this, I agreed. But not by me paying your rent. He sighed hard. Your brother doesn't have it. I know, I said. And I'm done caring what he want. He stared at his shoes. Your mother will be furious. She already is. He held out an envelope like a weird offering. Then at least take your Christmas card. I didn't open it. He waited. I didn't move. He said finally, okay. He left without yelling. I shut the door and leaned on it. My hands shook like I'd lifted something heavy. Maybe I had. I went back to Lily. Want to help me make cocoa? I asked. She nodded with marshmallows. We stirred in circles. Kitchen smelled sweet and sane. My phone buzzed on the counter. I didn't pick it up. Not then. Boundaries feel loud to the people who prefer you quiet. First few days after Christmas were a course. Mom called so much, I set her to deliver quietly. Her voicemail started with sweetheart, and ended with selfish. In between. She tried every argument. You owe us. We raised you. You embarrassed us. Max didn't sleep. Your father's doctor said stress is bad. Like I control physics. Nate sent a long text that read like a Facebook comment thread. You think you're better than us now, because you adopted, you always needed attention. You always wanted to prove you were the good one. Pay rent and shut up. I stared at the word adopted, and felt something curdle. I typed, deleted, typed again. Then I wrote, never talk about Lily like she's a prop. Ever. He replied with 3 laughing emojis and chill. I blocked his number for a week. Bliss. Sarah and I made a whiteboard rule and taped it to the fridge. No one makes Lily small. No one makes Dad small. No one makes Mom small. Lily added a box around Lily. She decorated it with stars. We took Lily sledding on a hill behind the library. No squeaked. Our breath hung in the air like little ghosts. Lily shrieked down the slope and crashed into a soft pile. then rolled around laughing. Again, she yelled. We did it again and again. And again, simple joy that asked nothing from us, but time at home, I did tiny normal things that felt like rebellion. I scheduled my own dental checkup. I unsubscribed from the family plan streaming account, and added up how much it had actually cost me with "I'll sell you later" promises that never arrived. I cooked big and froze portions for later, put $50 into a savings account labeled boring emergencies. I slept day 3. Dad tested me a photo of a scribbled budget, working on it, he wrote proud. It was half a joke, half a question. I wrote back and call this number. I sent him contact info for a senior center counselor who does free money workshops. He replied, "Your mother won't go." I wrote, "Can he send a thumbs up?" It felt like a crack of light under a heavy door. Mom posted on Facebook about kids these days, and respect cousin's screenshot at it, and send it with you, okay? I answered, "We're fine. Thanks for checking." Cousin replied, "Good for you." Little tiny unexpected votes of confidence. I tucked them away. On day 5, Mom switched tactics. "Come by Sunday," she tested me. "Just you. We'll talk." I replied, "No ambushes. Public place. Library. You apologize to Lily first." She sent a single period. Then fine. Sunday afternoon. We sat in the library study room under fluorescent lights that make everyone look like a tax document. Mom wore her nice sweater, Dad wore the coat again. They looked tired in a human way, not a dramatic way. Mom started to speak and looked at the table. "I'm sorry, if I said," keeping my voice even, "say it for Lily." She swallowed. "I'm sorry. I didn't set a place for Lily." Dad cleared his throat. "We messed up. Thank you," I said. "We don't do that again." Mom's eyes filled. Max, he's sensitive. Lily is sensitive," I said. "She's 7. She isn't." Second silence stretched. Kids squealed in the children's area. Someone shelved books. Real life sounds. Dad pulled out a folded paper about the rent. He said carefully, "We'll figure it out." I sent resources. I said, "I can help you call." Mom bristled. "We're not helpless." "Good," I said. "Then you don't need our money." She sat back like I'd yanked a cord. She'd been leaning on your cruel. "Sometimes. I'm boundary." I said, "It looks similar. If you're used to me being easy." The study room clock ticked loud as a metronome. Finally, Mom exhaled. "We'll go to your counselor place. We'll try." "Thank you." We didn't hug. We didn't scorch earth. We set a meeting time. I wrote it down. Dad nodded like he was committing to a diet. Mom dabbed her eye corners with a tissue. Outside the library, my phone buzzed. It was late. I almost didn't pick up. I did. He started without hello. "Mom's crying. I'm not happy." I said, "I'm not your ATM either. You think I don't want to help?" "Can't. And you can. That's the difference." "No." I said, "The difference is I do, you don't." He huffed, "We're family." "Then, act like it." He sputtered. "You're going to keep Lily from us." "You did that," I said, and hung up at home. Lily showed me a tooth that was kind of wiggly. We high-fived like she'd earned a promotion. We ordered pizza to celebrate. She put a slice on a plate, and then, because she's her, put a second plate next to it, and said, "This is for my fox." She laughed at herself like she nailed the best joke in the world. The week moved. Work tickets. Lunches packed. School drop-off with a pink hat. Mom tested me a photo of a budgeting worksheet with 3 empty lines filled. "This is stupid." She wrote, then, "But progress looks weird in my family." Take it. One evening, Sarah and I did the audit. We'd been avoiding. We opened our shared notes and wrote what changes. My finger hovered. Then I typed, "Occasion fund." Sarah's mouth fell open. "Are we allowed?" She joked. We set up an automatic transfer of $25 every paycheck, small, laughably small, also everything. At bedtime, Lily whispered, "Did I do wrong at Christmas?" "No." I said, forehead to hers, "You did great. Will Nana like me later?" "That's Nan's job." I said, "Your job is to be you." She nodded like she knew. Maybe she does. January came like a clean page. We mailed in Lily's sharing day sign-up form. She picked foxes as her topic. Of course, she did. Mom sent a group text. "Family dinner next month. House rules, everyone eats. Everyone helps clean. Money covered by hosts." Then she sent another, "We're serious. Don't bring food unless you want to." Nate wrote, LOL, what happened to you too? Dad wrote, we're trying something new. I rubbed my eyes and showed the phone to Sarah. She raised an eyebrow. We are recipe peed with. There's a plate for Lily will be there. Mom replied, there will be. When the day came, I carried nothing but a salad Lily insisted on making because she's proud of her lettuce washing technique. We walked in. The table had enough plates. It had place cards. Lily said Lily, in shaky marker with a sticker star. She lit up like someone had turned on a lamp inside her chest. Mom fluttered. Look, she said, trying too hard enough. Lily ran a finger over her name. That's mine, she said. I said it is. Dinner felt like holding your breath underwater for a long time and then breaking the surface to find air still exists. Not perfect, healed, not equal. Better than there wasn't enough.